Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
He got a country behind him. A country.
Shane Mosley be a hot fight.
We know Mexicans been dominating. We know Mexicans and black fighters has been dominating for years. And you always get your biggest fight when you match the two together.
Muchos querían que tú no tomaras esta pelea frente a Irlanda y Lara del campamento tuyo. ¿Tú pelearías otra vez con él? Cuando te enseñe a pelear, te doy la revancha. But when he learns how to fight, then I'll give him the rematch.
Now I want to ask you another question.
Go ahead.
Who's beat me?
Nobody's beating you yet.
All I want to know.
So why pick a guy 2 weight classes lighter?
That's all I want to.
When you have guys got feet like Pacquiao, you have to point the gun. If I got the height, I have to come here. See? Now you have to get this. You have to get through the first line of defense. And then you have to get to the second line of defense, right? Here's the third line of defense. I got 3 lines of defense.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Today, we're bringing you some breaking news. Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev have put the nail in the coffin. This one is signed, sealed, and done. June 17th, we're headed back to Las Vegas, and I don't mean we, you are. Back to Las Vegas for Ward Kovalev 2. Are you excited? Well, if you are, this is the topic that we're going to be discussing around here. You know the number, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 if you want to speak, if you want to get it off your chest on the Voice of the People hotline. We're going to head on out to the Golden State to get Matt's opinion on this.
Dollar DiBiase production.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How do you feel about it?
Fuck that. Conor McGregor.
BoxingVoice.com.
You know me, Larry. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rope into a knockout. When the main thing is, I just help the guy. I wish.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yes, now, for those who do not know, Ness is a little bit sour on this fight due to several reasons. So I'm going to try to be the positive one on the show. I'm going to try to hype up this fight because it is a big fight. It is the fight that we all thought was going to determine the #1 pound-for-pound king in boxing last November. And now we get the instant rematch, the sequel to the first fight. I'll be honest, I'm happy it's happening. Now, do I think it's going to be this huge war? No, because the first fight wasn't that. First fight was intriguing, interesting, but it was not a fight of the year contender. That much is for sure. So it's a weird fight in terms of that it has a lot of importance for the sport of boxing, but most real boxing heads also know that this fight most likely will not be a fight of the year contender come December time when we start talking about that subject. So it's intriguing on so many levels, let alone the actual storylines of this fight. # no excuses. So I can't wait to get into it, chop it up, and get to these callers and get their opinions on it.
Yeah, that was pretty clever of them to bill it, no excuses. The title fits for both men. Both men feel they won. Both men have something to prove for sure. Now, Andre Ward took to his social media and right away made the news public. And I quote, he said, "I'm going to keep it short and sweet. You got what you asked for. Now you have to see me June 17th. This time, leave the excuses at home. # son of God." How much different do you see this fight playing out from that first one?
I think it's going to be different. Now, how it plays out, I really have no idea because I think that the first fight was so close and that there was obvious takeaways from it for both guys really to go back on, train on, and perfect on and get better at. So I think we could see, similar to like a Linares-Corolla fight, how Linares made the adjustments, and they were just small adjustments, but they played such a major factor into the second fight that the second fight looked so much different than the first in terms of competitiveness. I think we're going to see something similar with this fight. Whichever way it goes, I think whoever wins this fight is going to win so in a much more dominant fashion than the first bout. And so I really hope that we have a definitive answer on who the best light heavyweight in the world is.
Now, where was this first fight held? Because this one's happening in Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. Is this the same home? So the same casino did not reinvest. I wonder if Mandalay Bay outbid or was the first, the first casino that obviously, or the first venue that paid for this the first time, were they not interested? That would be, but what I do want to have you check.
It could also be the promoter side, because Mandalay Bay is around 2/3 the size of the T-Mobile Arena, which is where the first fight was at. So there's definitely a scaling down on the rematch. So it's definitely going to be a more filled out crowd, a better atmosphere, hopefully.
Now, I know you're a super producer. I don't know how, quickly you can come up with this, but we need to get some sort of gauge and barometer on other rematches and how long they've taken, because as soon as we scheduled this show, I got messages like, about time he signed. And it's like, wow, didn't he just fight in November?
Is there any sort of rematches you want to look at? Because there's more. I know of famous examples.
Leo Santa Cruz versus Carl Frampton was a rematch that happened really quick, and fans were happy with it. They didn't feel Leo ducked. They got right back in it. Let's see how many months that took to make and compare it to this one. I mean, how many months is this? We're talking November. So we got December. This is happening in June 17th. About 7 months it took. Is that bad for a super fight? At least on level, it's definitely a super fight on level. Listen, if you're watching this on YouTube, remember to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. Definitely lets me and Matt know that you agree or at least enjoy what it is that we're doing. You got some info?
Yeah, so the first Carl Frampton fight was in July 30th, 2016, and the second fight was in January 28th, 2017.
It's another good one and fast one to do. Carl Froch, George Groves. So how many months was that one? I just heard you say it, but I didn't do the math. How many months was that Carl Frampton?
July to January, so that's what, 6 months?
Oh, so right on target. So for those haters that are already putting all over social media, about time, Ward took so long, he lost his pen. This is right on target. This is the problem with social media now. It makes everything so real. And so right now that people get impatient, and I'll tell you one thing, I wasn't impatient, and I hope Ward never hears this, but I just didn't care. I'm not excited. This doesn't have me the way Garcia Thurman had me. It doesn't have me the way that Earl Spence versus Kell Brook has me. It doesn't have me the way Anthony Joshua, Vladimir Klitschko has me. It's like, and it's no knock on Ward, no knock on Kovalev. I don't know really what it is. I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see all the accolades in terms of belts that Andre Ward has before us when he released that this fight was made. This is a lot of belts, man. I mean, we're looking at about 7, 10, 13 there, right? I mean, this guy's holding definitely some trinkets. He's got 2 WBAs. Or is that 1 Ring magazine, right? 2 Ring magazines.
But those could be his total belt. So those couldn't include.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Those are his titles that he won in 68 and 75.
And just to bring up the Carl Froch George Groves rematch, the first fight happened in November 2013, and the rematch happened in May 2014.
So right on target. 1 more month than Ward Kovalev. So people, please stop with your negativity. Go somewhere else. There's plenty of other places that accept negativity. Like, this is right on target. This is a big fight. There's negotiations. It flipped too, right? I mean, wasn't Kovalev considered basically the A side the first time around?
Yes, mainly because of the belts too.
So now things switch, and we got a new A side. Speaking of we having something new.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I said fight 2.
Stay focused. Stay working my dad.
So
Like boxing voice. Listen, if he comes to fight, then I'm going to do it for him.
I said fight 2.
I think you accurate.
Yes, good evening, Boxing World. Thanks for that introduction. That's the Gibbs.
Enrique,
handle that mic situation.
Yeah, what are you doing? Come on, you're the professional here.
Dropping the ball.
Mr. Hollywood over here, directing music videos. Come on.
My fault. I'll be back.
Let's well, listen. All right, so that's 2 high-profile rematches that are right on target with this. I guess we don't have to do any more proving.
No, I think we settled that right there. That
if
anyone calls in and complains about how long this rematch took, get the fuck off. We're not going to listen to you. We're going to let you talk, but we're not going to respond to you because there's no point.
That's right.
But I think the interesting question is the buys. Does this do?
Very good question. I forgot about the buys. How many buys does it do? What was the first one? 170?
165.
165. You know, I wonder if there'll be a slight increase in interest due to the rematch, the controversy. Enrique, let's check with you. Are you all good? You plugged up?
I think so. Am I plugged in now or what, man?
No, you're not.
All right.
I don't know.
I'll be back.
Come on, man. Get out of here.
Sipping that cognac, you're really early, man.
I know, bro. I mean, I don't see it really doing that many more buys, but I do feel like there's a slight possibility that this one can have a little more steam, right? Like everyone's going to think that their guy is going to do better the second time. It's like, oh, Kovalev knows what to expect now. He's going to knock him out. Oh, Ward knows what to expect now. He's going to win it. Clear decision. What do you think?
I think it, again, obviously I'm going to be too optimistic here. I feel like just because the pay-per-view industry is not what it once was. That much is obvious. For whatever reason, we can get into debates and other shows about that, but it has changed. That much is a reality. So,
really,
you know, if Triple G Jacobs didn't do over 200,000 pay-per-view buys, does this do it? I don't know. I'm gonna say yes, but I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know if this is gonna do significantly better. I can see maybe like a 30,000 pay-per-view buy increase. So we're talking maybe just shy of 200,000 pay-per-view buys. But it's not going to be a significant bump.
That's a good comparison you use, Triple G Jacobs, because you know what?
There was a bump in that one. There was a 20,000.
Jacobs, I want to say, is more popular than Ward. And I know I could be wrong because people say, well, Ness, he's got a gold medal. He won the Super Six. But I don't know if people's attention span lasts that long. Like, do they remember him or do they remember the guy that beat cancer?
And also, his career hiatus did adversely affect his brand. Not saying that it was right that it adversely affected it, but it did.
We shall see. Listen, Enrique, can you get it together or are we going to go out to these phone lines because Matt's got a hot date?
I understand, man. I apologize. How does it sound? If not, then I'll move on. I'll try another thing.
It just sounds a little bit low. Can you turn your volume up?
You're good now. You just got to turn it up. Come on, man. Turn up. Turn up.
Check.
Turn up. Turn up.
Check. Better.
You can turn up a little bit more, but you good.
Better. Man, I lost my thoughts. So real.
Andre Ward is back. He's like, yo, Enrique, you throwing another TBV appreciation night for my birthday, for my party, for my fight?
Do we? I mean,
hell no.
I mean, you know,
hell no.
Speaking about numbers, and the numbers weren't as high as we expected, and we were blaming the fight. Were we or were we not?
I blame the fight. That's why I got a thing for the second one. I told Matt earlier. He was like, yo, let's do the show. I'm like, hell no, thumbs down.
Very quickly, hold on, Enrique. Hold on, very quickly. I want to ask both you guys this question because somebody in the chat brought it up, and I think it's a great conspiracy theory. Miguel Cotto also signed with Rock Nation, came out, and Rock Nation told him your fight's in June. Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev's in June. I highly doubt Rock Nation is going to have 2 pay-per-views in the same month. Are we going to get Miguel Cotto as the co-main event?
Well, we're not going to get Cotto as the main event, in my opinion. I just think that
the co-main.
No, I don't think he's going to be on the card. I don't even think he's going to be on that date. I think that the rumors and headlines that we were discussing were of the president, Brian Perez, and his quotes were going straight to the Vocero in Puerto Rico. And maybe he was wrong. You know, he's definitely not Cotto. Maybe he was wrong, or maybe it was either or, and it was up to which fighter agreed on the negotiations first in order to lock in that June pay-per-view, because you know HBO ain't gonna do 2.
I'm not.
But this isn't an HBO pay-per-view.
If there were 2, which would you buy?
Technically speaking,
it's not. Is it independent? Are you sure?
No. It is an HBO pay-per-view, but with Rock Nation, they're the ones putting up the money for the production. Because once it becomes pay-per-view, HBO doesn't pay for the production. That's my knowledge of why you get HBO pay-per-view events instead of on their channel, because once you go to the channel,
I got the official press release here, and it's definitely an HBO pay-per-view. So
yeah, but they can have their name attached to it, but they're not the ones spending money on the production crew, the production team, and all that. That could be Rock Nation and the promoters.
All right, so Rock
Bro,
Nation.
listen, that totally
self-funded by the pay-per-view.
No.
That's why. Well, then why is HBO having budget issues and now we're getting pay-per-views through HBO more often? That's because they're not having to foot the bill. That's why we get pay-per-views.
That doesn't make any sense. HBO would not put their name on a product that isn't theirs? Why would they subsidize the production when that is what callers call in and compare to other networks and say, nah, man, they ain't got that HBO production. No.
True.
And remember, production is, not
Then what's the difference from HBO World Championship Boxing and HBO pay-per-view? How does it save their budget?
because the promoter fronts the bill, but not the production.
I think they also front the bill to like Max Kellerman and Jim Lampley.
Check this out. Even if you're right, let's say that you're right, but from a different standpoint, and like they still got to pay HBO for the production. HBO is not letting you use your own videography.
It's like an independent contractor. I'll put it that way. Like they license out HBO.
Exactly.
Instead of HBO paying the fighters, paying everyone.
All right. I could agree with that, but as long as they're using HBO cameras, HBO crew,
they are, but the money's different. The money is going a different direction.
I could believe something like that, but not, the first thing that I heard, it sounded a little weird. That
it's like union versus non-union.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, man. So I mean, if both fights were to air pay-per-view.
You're the casual fan. I'm glad that you jumped on because this is a hardcore fans fight. This is what the hardcores wanted.
Kind of. Rock Nation.
Are you excited as a casual fan? Is this like, oh shit, Ward is back? Oh, you like this?
I mean, I'm deeper than just a shallow casual fan. I know Andre Ward. He's on Instagram repeatedly. I don't know Kovalev as much as I do love Andre Ward. I'm more excited about the question that was posed. It's going to be short and sweet versus, no excuses right now after this one. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what Andre Ward has learned from fight number 1. If he's going to really live up to that godson name and, crush the man's dream. Kovalev, that is. Yes? No?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
That sounded like a real casual fan statement. I mean, it was like he's gonna SOG and crush the Kovalev dream.
No. You asked me, am I excited about the fight? I was excited about the question. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I took that Andre Ward has said that somewhere in the statement. Is that correct?
Yeah. I get it.
All right. So if I thought the first fight was boring, but I saw the wave that Andre Ward created on Instagram and all the other social medias, I imagine that I do not have, such as Facebook, that this time we're going to see a big ass fight. So when we see that highlight reel, we get more excited, the casual fan that is. And I'm excited for Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev part 2.
Okay, that was the long answer, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to know if our resident casual fan was interested in this. Listen, enough back and forth. You know the number 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 if you want to be like me, Cash, and Matt, and voice your opinion. None other than on the Voice of the People hotline. We're going to go out to Skype to Jay Wills. What's going on? Actually, before we do that,
these calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Jay Will, talk to us. Well, actually, Jay Willis. Jay Willis. Jay Willis on Skype.
90 seconds.
Going on to Donald in Richmond.
What's up, y'all? Hello?
We got you. Talk to us, man. Ward, Kovalev.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I like that they're doing the rematch because Andre Ward get to shut everybody up. I don't see much of a difference on Kovalev's side.
60 seconds.
The reason why it's not going to be like a punch out war is because you got Kovalev, who's a power puncher, and you got Ward, who's more of a boxing technician. So you got someone who's trying to go in there and make a knockout and make it be short, but then you got somebody who's just being more technical and more skillful at what he's doing. And because Ward is a technician, and with someone being a boxing technician, that's going to always be someone who's going to go in a fight and fight and learn from the fight and be able to make adjustments more better than versus someone that's just a puncher. You know what I mean? Just like where we see in Mike Tyson's career, where he went in there and he knocked out a lot of people out. But then when he got to someone who could be like a technical
10 seconds.
Like when he fought Holyfield, he couldn't defeat Holyfield because Holyfield was a technician. So I see something like that playing out. Not saying that Ward's going to knock him out, but Kovalev has bad habits, and I've seen in the interview when Ward talked about it, saying that how Kovalev, he kind of fades out later the rounds after like 6 or 7, and if he doesn't get the knockout early, he's not really a fighter that's meant to go the distance and be a good technician like Ward. So I see Ward winning again, and the only way I see Kovalev winning is if he knocked Ward out, before the 6th round, but I don't really see anything different, Ward just has to prove to everybody that, he's the man and do it again. But I think that
cut it. Donald, great call, brother. You're right. Ward just has to stick to the script. We're going to get out to everybody's favorite because they all know it ain't no show.
Mr. Info Joe.
Tell them the truth, Joe. Tell them the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my
Tell them the
brother.
truth, Joe. Tell them the truth.
Yo, what's up, fam? You know it ain't no show without the info. Joe, what up, Ness? What up, Matt? Hey, man, I'm so excited. I mean,
What up, Info Joe?
Particularly. Hey, what up, Casual? Sorry about that, brother. No disrespect. You my man. 50 grand. Hey, man, I'm so excited about this fight, man. And I'm going to this fight. I can't miss it. Hope to see you. And and I do think it's going to be more of an action-packed fight. The reason why is because they both have filled each other out already. So I believe Kovalev is going to come and try to go for the knockout, and I believe Ward was going to outbox him again. But I think it's still going to be real competitive, man. But my guy, the Cali King, SOG, is going to take it. Believe that. But I think it's going to do better in numbers because everybody, I think, is going to be anticipated to see what happens in the rematch. So I think the numbers will be more than what it was before. And Ness, I hope you come out to this one, brother. I think we need to do it again, brother.
Joe, early prediction, Joe. Controversial, aggressive, knockout, one-sided, unanimous? What are you thinking? Who for? I know you're saying Andre Ward, but how?
This time, I'm going for Ward, but I think it's going to be a unanimous decision this time. I think Ward is the smarter fighter, and I think he's going to go back and look at that tape, man, and see what he did wrong, and I think he's going to improve on it. Also, I think Kovalev, in his mind, I think he's going to go in here and just try to go for the knockout, no matter what, because he has more to prove, and I think the pressure is going to be more on him than it is Andre Ward.
Info, how many numbers you think it does this time? In terms of
What did it do
pay-per-view
before?
buys, pay-per-view buys.
What did it do before, brother? I forgot.
I want to say 165, right, Matt?
Yeah.
That's a low number, huh?
I would say maybe I would go 250, maybe 253. I don't think pay-per-views are going to do good in no fight right now, but I think around 250.
Info.
I think just because of the interest alone. Yes, sir. What's up, brother?
What are you thinking about this undercard? They're saying it's confirmed already. Rigondeaux versus Miguel Flores.
Good fight. Good fight. I did some research on Flores. I think that'd be a good competitive fight for Rigondeaux. Still pick with Rigondeaux to win, but that's pretty good for an undercard, man. They need to put one more on there, and I'll be happy, man.
Yeah,
Miguel Cotto.
They need to put 2 more on there that are way better than that. Info Joe, thank you for calling in. We're going to go from one part of California.
I wanted to ask you a hardcore question, though. You being spoken to like the Steven Espinosas and all the other boxing heads of networks, what do you think the numbers are going to be? Do you think that the numbers are going to be bigger than the last one? Are they going to promote it different to make it more attractive? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm not necessarily sure, man. I mean, me, myself, I don't want to say that because, but I'm not excited. I'm not excited. So I don't know how many other people feel like me.
Matt, what about you? Where do they promote this to make it a bigger event than the last time?
I've always been the one to, pound the drum for a massive social media presence for these promoters and these networks. I think they're doing a better job at it as of this year. So I like to see more improvements along that end, putting all these promos online for free, put them on YouTube, put them on Twitter, Facebook, etc. That's what they need to do. I don't think it does significantly better, though. The only way you really add a lot of pay-per-views to it is if you add a name like Miguel Cotto to that card.
That is true. I was on social media today, and the only way I found out about this was through my my email, my text message. Andre Ward confirming fight number 2 with Kovalev through the Boxing Voice, that is. So there you go. They need to do something better. Or is it going to spread like wildfire tomorrow?
I don't know. Let's spread these calls like wildfire. Really quick in the chat, Giving Quality says, are we sure that HBO and Rock Nation won't promote the fight? I don't really know what you mean. Both HBO and Rock Nation are promoting this fight. We're going from one part of California to another. Larry, talk to us.
Hey, big up for the Boxing Voice. Glad to be back. Appreciate the show as always, y'all. Ness, man, I gotta agree with you. While I'm definitely got my money ready and will buy and watch the fight, I'm not too terribly fired up. I can't see it being that much better a fight, and I'm not trying to clown, but Andre Ward's in the fight. So how exciting crowd pleasing is going to be. I think that it will probably wind up something like the end of the first fight did. A lot of crafty body work, hit a few times in hold from Ward, and Kovalev not making the necessary adjustments. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that he and John David Jackson have a game plan, and they're going to unleash the right hand and throw it to the body and just hit something. But I think the more likely outcome is a similar fight to the end of the first one. In terms of buys, we don't have a Latin fighter. We don't have a heavyweight, and the fight's not in the UK. So I cannot see the pay-per-views being much better at all than they were the first time. I think 180 would be actually doing well. But I think right around what they did last time and maxed out at 180 would be probably where it ends up at. But with that said, two of the best fighters. I am a true fan, so I do enjoy the best fighting the best. But in terms of like buzz and excitement, not quite this one for me. But in terms of buzz and excitement on a podcast, TBV number 1, I'm out.
Larry, thank you as always, brother. Let's get to Santiago. California is up with us.
Hey guys, obviously I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this. I went for it for the TBV event, even though I wasn't there live. And really, depending who they have on the undercard, I'll probably go watch this one live. Obviously, both guys have seen what the other's capable of. They know what the other brings to the table. Ward knows he can be put down by Kovalev. Kovalev knows that Ward is a tough son of a bitch. And really, this is a 50-50 fight, not just in the outcome, but how the fight will play out. It could either play out like the first one or be completely different based on how they make their adjustments.
Man, that's 2 of our TBV West Coast listeners said they're going. So that's Santiago and Info, which means now Fern Gully and Matt will be going.
Yeah, they're neighbors.
I ain't going. Fuck that. I ain't paying for Vegas.
That's right. Fuck that. We're going to do a media reaction show.
Hell yeah. I'm going to be in the lab, in the studio, in the cut, you know?
You know what I'm saying?
Off the top.
Expensive ass beers and shit. Santiago, we get into some other callers. We're going from Santiago in California to Class and Bound in Texas. Talk to us.
Hey. So, yeah, let's talk about this. Andre Ward, Sergey Kovalev rematch. I like the fight. I mean, obviously, all of us do. It's going to answer a lot of questions for people on who really is the dominant light heavyweight champion of the world. Honestly, I don't know if I don't know. I just think Andre Ward's going to do a lot better in this fight. Everyone had it close the last time around. Kovalev, I think, will come in looking to headhunt. He's going to try to prove a point, and I think that's what's really going to cause him the problems because when Ward was clinching him before, he wasn't committing. He wasn't, like, trying to shrug Ward off like he was in the first couple of rounds. But either way, it'll be a good fight. Rigondeaux finally is fighting someone. Thank goodness. Like, you know, I'm always hard on Rigondeaux because he hasn't done much since Donaire, but he's fighting a live guy here, so pretty exciting. And that's really all I've got for you.
All right, class and bound. We're gonna go to Tuna in Orange County.
Definitely excited about this fight. As far as pay-per-view buys, I agree with probably the guy that called like 2 calls ago. I don't think it's gonna do more than 200 plus because, like you said, there's no Latin fighter, no heavyweights. Personally, I hope Kovalev wins. I had Kovalev winning the last fight by a round, even though Andre Ward did come back, did start doing some good body work. I'm just excited for this fight, man. Thanks for my call, and I'll keep listening. You guys are the best.
Tuna, you're the best, brother. Thank you for calling in. Speaking of the best, we're about to get to someone who has proven year after year that his calls are good. He's got that introduction. If you want a sexy intro, find Dollar DiBiase. He's our in-house producer, and hook up or get yourself hooked up.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you a young fella, and he comes from the Magnolia. You baby Jesus, you got your block on fire, you made it the cheese. Until the moment you expire, you know what it is.
You a paper chaser, you got your block on fire. I could relate.
I know.
What's down, Ness? What's good, man? I see you in the building, bro. I know it's been a minute, bro. I've been out here hustling. I'm going coast to coast with it right now. You know what I'm talking about, Ness, bro. You dig? But yeah, shit, bro, I'm glad the rematch happening, man. I'm glad the rematch happening, bro. I got kind of worried. I ain't gonna lie, Ness. I got kind of worried, bro, because I'm an Andre Ward fan, bro. And if he didn't take the rematch, bro, that was gonna make me look bad. You know what I'm saying, Ness? I hate that type of shit, there, bro. But like, yeah, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think Ward, he gonna capitalize on the mistake that he made in the last fight. You know what I'm saying? Him and Virgil, they're gonna get together. They're gonna watch tape. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't afraid to watch tape. He not wanting to fight that shit. I just do my thing. And now he gonna study, bro. He gonna look at the footage. And I think he gonna do better than he did that last fight. But to be honest with you, bro, I think he lost that first fight, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. You know what I'm saying? But I know in the rematch, he gonna come back strong, and he gonna take care of business, I believe, bro. But say, bro, I want to comment. I don't know if you did a show on it yet, cause I'm just getting back in the loop right now, bro. You did a show on the Felix Diaz and the Terrence Crawford.
Man,
you did a show on that one already?
We did everything, and no, we do everything around here. But definitely on the announcement, not their press conference, which happened today, because I just felt like, you know, why do we need to do a press conference show? But no, let me let you go and get to some other callers here. I got Young Cantu. What up?
These calls are brought to you
What's
by
up, big dog?
What's up? What's
cracking, big dog? Yo, this rematch, man, very interesting. You know, where's MD when you need him to defend Kovalev, man? I mean, it seems like everybody's picking Ward in this one. I see Ward winning as well, man. He's a cerebral fighter. He's gonna come back smarter, and you know, he's taking Kovalev's best shot, man. So I just feel like he knows what to expect. He knows that he can outbox him, and honestly, I think this is gonna be a one-sided fight. You know, unless Kovalev could somehow catch him, which I don't really see.
Well, all right, brother Young Cantu. Thanks for the check-in. We're going to head on out to some more alumni out there in the ATL.
I told y'all a long time ago, the Kirkland will go down in 3 rounds.
Right hand, down goes Kirkland. Strap me up.
Who's next? I got milk, baby.
Yeah, what's up, fellas?
Milkman, what's going on, brother?
Milkman, what up? Milk
All right,
chilling.
Yeah. So months ago,
when this fight was over, I said I wanted to see the rematch. Just because it was such a close fight, man. I feel like when you're on that elite level, man, when you're on that elite level, like Kovalev and Ward, and it's that close, you got to do it again, man. You know what I'm saying? But herein lies the problem. And this is one reason I think the numbers are going to be about the same or maybe even worse. When that fight was over, Ward had the opportunity to say, I won the fight. I feel I won the fight. And if you want to run it again, I'll tax that ass again. But what did he say? He started talking all this crazy shit, talking about retirement, and he doesn't know if he wants to do it anymore. That's bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? He had you need to strike when the iron is hot, man. If he would have came out and said, I'll whoop Kovalev's ass again, then I guarantee you they probably would have damn doubled the damn viewership on his next go around. But I'm willing to bet it's gonna be about the same or maybe even worse. Mark my words, man. I don't like that shit Ward did, man. I fuck with Ward, but he fucked up right there.
I agree with you, but I agree with you, but I think that you know, he was trying to shut up the critics, and still with that defeat, they kept on talking. So it's like, yo, damn, well, I'm working so hard for, like, there's no compliment.
No, the retirement talk was negotiations. That's old school negotiations tactic.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah, that's bullshit, man. You know, I ain't never seen a guy that, you know, the top of the fucking of the pack pull some shit like that. You get a close fight and you talk about retiring, and then you don't retire. You know, Floyd ain't never pulled no shit like that.
Floyd retired like 4 times, man.
Yeah, what are you talking about, dude? Floyd was Brett Favre in that shit.
These calls are brought.
Floyd retired when he needed to get the rematch. What you talking about? But look, hey, don't take this one personally.
Cut it.
But you know, it's time.
Look at all that jewelry on Andre Ward's table, exactly like Floyd, but Floyd was all green, wasn't it?
My name is Floyd. My name is Floyd. My name is Money Mayweather.
Hey, Jabron in New York City. What up, Jabron? I was just checking out the TBV Appreciation Night video, and I want to just thank you for your outro on that, man. Truly some cool words. What's going on, though?
Yo.
Jabron, talk to us.
Yo, we here. What up?
Yeah. Man, I'm excited for the fight. Number-wise, I think it's going to do a little bit better. My question is the rigging now the co-feature?
Well, it's on the card. They don't know. We don't know if it's co-feature. Hopefully they come up with something sexy. I mean, Matt is wishing on a star that we get Kodo.
I am. I'm wishing upon a star. And it's my conspiracy theory. It's going to happen. I'm telling you. It's going to happen.
I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen. One of them is free, and I think that is in the Kodo's free.
I think it's going to be a great build-up because there's so many storylines and different things going on. Like you got them saying, hey, Triple G will move up to 68, and Ward saying if he do that, I'll fight him. And then on the other side, you got Badu Jack and Cleverly right now negotiating a fight. So that could be a possible opponent for the winner of the fight. And just, you know, even you got Mr. Superman in Canada. So I just think this fight is going to have a lot of storylines around it. And that's pretty much it, man. That's my call. I appreciate Boxing Voice. So everybody watching, put those thumbs up. And that's my call.
Jabron, man, thank you for being a listener, brother. Truly appreciate it. Hurricane Ray, talk to us out in Miami, right?
That's right. In the 305. Yo, thank you for the spontaneous show. I always appreciate the shows while y'all always catch me running. But check this out, man. What about Andre Ward putting the onus on my brother to take the VADA testing for this fight? You know, he's a pound for pound champion right now.
They did VADA. They did VADA already, brother. They did VADA for the first one. It's a WBC title on the line, ain't it? Oh, no, it's not WBC.
Well, nope.
Yeah, but it's the WBA now, isn't it?
So
It's the WBA is on the line, so maybe they'll implement that new VADA program that they have.
Exactly.
Well, he needs to lead that. You know, being the #1 pound champion right now of the world, he needs to take charge and lead by example. Three keys to victory for Kovalev if he's going to win. The body, he needs to work the body, and he needs to work on his conditioning, and he needs to not let Andre Ward hold him. That's it. That's my call.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in. Let's get out to Alex. Talk to us. Out in California.
What's going on?
Northern Cal, right?
Casual.
What's up,
Yes,
Alex?
sir. Oh, Central. Actually, Central Cal.
Nah, Central California is NorCal. Come on, man. You all know that.
Yeah, it's all the same. It's all right there.
Yeah, we SoCal doesn't take you guys. NorCal has to take you guys.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna be the first one to say it, man. I'm not excited. I am not excited. I'm glad it's happening because of the controversy. Sure, I'm glad it's happening. Maybe we'll finally get an outcome that everybody could fucking be convinced on. But pay-per-view wise, I mean, this has no entertainment value to me. I mean, the first one was a letdown. I don't see anything different going to be on the second one. I mean, Ward's style has been boring to me. I know he's pound for pound, but and then adding Rigo to the undercard. I mean, to me, Rigo's another boring fighter to me.
Not you, Alex. Not you. Sit back with the brew. Alex, sit back with the brew and enjoy the fights. Oh my God. Let's get that soundbite.
Exactly. And I'm gonna pay for the fight. I'm gonna watch it, of course, because I have to watch boxing, but I'm just not excited about it. I mean, everyone says Ward was a technician, but Mayweather was a technician. But how was he exciting? And Ward hasn't been. I mean, I can't remember the last exciting fight I saw Ward in besides Froch.
Yo, why you being a hater right now? How you gonna tell me you didn't like that Barrera fight?
Because I don't know what happened, because Barrera looked so good on his next fight. Ward made this guy look bad.
Because Ward's that good.
I don't know how he did that. Yeah. So I mean, I guess you got to give him credit for that. Definitely, he definitely made Barrera not look good. But I knew I was gonna be the black sheep on this call.
Yeah, they killing you.
I'm still gonna watch it.
And they're gonna kill you in NorCal, man. You're not representing up there. Come on.
I know. Listen, Alex, we're going to get to some people that probably want to watch this fight and are happy about it. Andre, talk to us on Skype.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. What's going on?
What up, Dre?
What's up?
I'm happy that this fight is occurring. I see Ward doing another win job again there in Vegas. Now, you going back for that? You going back to Vegas for that?
Absolutely not. Are you going back?
Okay. Hell no.
Exactly.
Nah, but
I feel like everyone that
I don't even
spent the money for the first fight and went to Vegas is for sure adamant that they're not going back.
But why do they keep thinking that Vegas is the spot? Like, who's telling them this?
No clue, man. I no clue. But I think they probably do pay-per-view sales 110 because I know Rock Nation and Duve is not going to do no promoting. So I'll say about 110,000 people, 110,000 buys.
Well, you know, the first one did 165.
Would you go if it was in the Garden? If it were in Madison Square Garden, would you attend, Dre?
Hello?
Yeah, if it was in the Garden, would you come, Dre, if it was in the Garden?
I would.
I can't hear you chopping out.
If you were in Madison Square Garden, if the fight were in Madison Square Garden, would you attend? I would, I'm saying.
If it was at the Garden, yes, I would.
Yes. Now, it's on pay-per-view television. Are you going to buy it?
No, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I might stream that one, brother.
Damn, that's messed up. But you know, if you
TBV
were to buy
does
it,
not support piracy.
if you were to buy it, we don't support piracy, but
I hear what you're saying, bro. But at the end of the day, you have to give me something for value, man. Rock Nation, main events, they gotta do something to make it wow to
like
put
what?
that money out.
Like what?
And Miguel Cotto as the co-main event does that, right?
I think you need a Hispanic star on that card. I'm sorry.
Damn. So
You
that's
need-
Latin fighters.
You need a Latin fighter. Sorry to say it, man. You need a Latin fight, especially after Cinco de Mayo. You need something.
And Rigondeaux's not enough of a Latin.
No.
I seen Ricky Dow.
Yo, who the hell wants to be in Vegas in June, bro? June is the hottest month of the summer. Then they're gonna send you to Vegas. Like, get the
August is the hottest month of the summer. What are you talking about?
bro. They're gonna melt us over there. You go. I'm
Yeah.
good. Listen, Trey, let me get up out of here, brother. Thank you for calling in. We're gonna wrap this one up.
Oh,
Jay Wills, you want to try and get in on this or what? Talk to me. Jay Willis. Jay.
Hey, Ron.
Button.
Hey, Ron.
Yo, Enrique Church.
Yes. Rock Nation, hit that button. Got him. Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev.
Yo, I don't know, man.
Yo, I agree with Larry. The fight
interest.
is going
There's
to be
interest.
exact. However, I believe it is possible that there may be an upset. It's possible. There may be an upset. Everyone's talking about who studied whose tape. I mean, you think Kovalev is not studying Andre Ward's tape and his mistakes? Like, we see shit on television. They are seeing things in the fight. And Kovalev may pull up an upset, and it may be a part 3. Or it may be a
3. I wonder if Ward would give him the rematch or want the rematch if he lost the second time, right? Like, would he want the rematch?
Who knows?
Yeah. If he lost, yeah, he would.
So today, Matt, you going out? So you're not watching Omar Douglas tonight?
Damn.
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
Oh, he's gonna cancel his date.
Omar Douglas is tonight. Omar Douglas plus Cherry. It's going.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit record on that one. And
What time does it start? You think 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
Yo. Anyway, so my name is Nestor Gibbs. Catch me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. My boy Bama Boy says fight start in 30 minutes on Fox Sports 1. You have gotten updated.
Yes, my name is Enrique Church, aka the Casual Fan. TBV_casual.
Yeah, Matt, they asking for that live fight chat on Patreon. You slipping.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I said he's slipping. He falling.
Laura Rosas. I'm sorry, Laura.
Damn, and it was a woman wanted to be in the chat. See, that female demographic just keep going up and up and up. There you go, Monster Piece.
Where?
Bomb Squad!
Yeah, Monster Piece has competition. But anyways, you can find me at Mixed Combat News on Twitter and my MMA podcast, Mixed Combat Radios on Patreon, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, Facebook, etc. Peace.
Once again, the best for last. TBV_casual fan. You can find me on Twitter and at Fight Talk on Instagram. Mario Mondiga's ducking. He ain't show up. I've been gone, but I am back.
Casual, such a diva. He went twice.
That's cut me off.
Calling out Mario. That's funny too. He did disappear on us. Yo, we out.